to you in 2021 as one of the hottest songs on the rhythm.
Girl, if you want me, then you can have me. Sharing is caring.
In fact, at the time of this recording, the song was trending at #1 on YouTube in Jamaica. We caught up with the continent boss in New Jersey. Jason Williams has the story.
First of all, I have to say congratulations. And before we get into the meat of the matter, I have to ask you, what does this moment feel like for you?
First of all, let me say again, thanks for having me. It's been such a long time since I've been on the platform. Right. It definitely feels exhilarating. I can't even find another word to describe the feeling. It's an exhilarating feeling. I didn't realize that this was going to happen so huge, so fast. But, we trust the process and we're just thankful for it, reaping the blessings as they come. Right. And we're just pushing forward right now. Yeah, we're continental now.
The last time you were on our stage, I remember you were talking to Winford and he mentioned dancehall, and you never shied away from it. You're just like, listen, you can't be put in a box. Dancehall is something that you would dabble in if you so feel necessary. And here we are. So this is not a surprise for probably some people, but for some maybe it is a surprise that you're so good on a dancehall rhythm like Dirty Money.
Right.
And how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I mean, as I've already said, I'm not specifically a dancehall artiste. I try my best to cross the continents, so to speak. Yeah, I try to cross the barriers, the genres, kind of mix and blend different styles of music together. Even with this song that just got released, if you listen to it, the first part, it kind of sounds like a reggae type of feel, based on how the people are reacting to it. Because I've been hearing that I sound a little like Taros, a little like Dapper, Wagwan my father, a little like Cranium, and a whole lot of other slow artists. So the first part, I kind of built it to resemble this reggae type of feel, reggae type of sound, and then I go bam, full on dancehall, continental girl a take set, and then I just switch it up in the chorus. Girl, if you want me, yeah. So everything changes. So it's like it rotates. Reggae, dancehall, the pop R&B. So I don't really restrict myself to one genre per se. I play in different oceans. Right. Yeah.
Okay, and let's get into now the chronological order of how this happened. Of course, everybody knows that the rhythm came out and it became this thing that, a bunch of artists wanted to be on, and the whole thing about being approved and all of that. How did you get into the Dirty Money mix?
Actually, that's a very interesting question. So I didn't even know that it was a whole thing until I was talking on the phone with one of my friends, and he had mentioned to me that, Russian drop a rhythm, and he's also a musician. And he was saying to me that, I think I want to put something on the rhythm. And I say, do you think? I said, what do you mean Dirty Money rhythm? And he said to me that Russian is reviving one of the rhythms that he had put some hit songs on a few years ago. Right. And I'm like, all right, okay. And he told me the name of the rhythm, Go Go Club. But I actually didn't know the name of the rhythm. I thought it was a different rhythm. And he pointed it out to me. He's like, no, it's this one. The one that the cartel is on. And I said, oh, okay. Me, knowing me, yeah, I do dancehall, but I'm very particular when it comes on to beats, and based on my memory of the older beat, it didn't really click with me because I'm going off the vibe, the feeling of the beat. It sounded very plain, well, except for the intro, that little whatever that is. I don't know what kind of instrument it is, but it's top notch. But everything else sounded plain to me, so I'm like, I don't know if I want to put something on this. And then fast forward a couple of days after that, I was talking to my uncle, I got my father kid. I was speaking to him, and he mentioned to me, you're not up on the Russian rhythm, my lad. And I started really sitting down, thinking about it, and I'm like, you know what, let me see if I can do something. And then, literally after that conversation, I went on YouTube, and funny enough, I just started seeing the songs pop up with different artists,
Right.
and I started seeing the bloggers posting about it, and I'm like, oh, it's a whole thing. And then I saw the thing about the authorization and all of that, and I'm like, all right, let me listen to snippets of these songs and see what happens. So I go through and I listen to a few of them, and I'm like, you know, I'm gonna try my hand at something.
Right.
I'm gonna see if I can come at this from a more unique vantage point, because everything that I hear, it sounds the same to me, right? And I sat down and I came up with that little intro and I posted it on the gram.
Right.
And literally after I posted it, just started running up, and I saw people tagging at Russian. And
So was it that at that point you hadn't decided to like make an entire song yet? You were just kind of testing the waters?
yeah, because even if you go back and you check the post now, I believe I said something along the lines of, let me know if you authorize this
Right.
before I go any further. And then I tagged Russian, and the people started running it up. And then literally probably like an hour or two after I made my post, it started blowing up wicked. I saw Main Danger reposted, and people were going crazy under the Main Danger's post, and they were be like, yo, we not authorize Russian if you not authorize a song, blah 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 blah. We not authorize the rhythm, blah 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 blah. You know how people get on the internet, because it's crazy. So it just started going nuts,
Yeah.
and then two twos, me look, me start say check mark, yeah, so check mark there, so check mark on that page, because it started going nuts everywhere. And then me see him put a check mark, Father Russian put a check mark on my page, and I say, all right, me half authorized now, let me see what I go on. Me not say fully, you know, me half authorized, but getting the check mark now made me say to myself, all right, so he approves. He at least likes what he hears.
Right.
So let me continue writing this. And then I sat down with actually one of my friends from Edna, and I wrote everything, and I let him hear everything that I wrote, and he's like, yo, this is gonna do it. This is gonna be a hit. And I posted a follow-up video about 2 or 3 days after I posted the first video that went viral. And basically what I did was I sang the first 2 lines of the verse, first verse, and then I said at the end, you're ready when you heard me, bro.
Yeah.
And then I tagged Russian again, and then literally after that I just saw a message come in, send a demo.
And the rest is history.
Yeah,
basically.
yeah,
So, and I get to understand that the song was recorded in this studio.
definitely,
Yes.
definitely.
And what was that process like?
It was seamless, seamless process. You know, we got Father Drew over there, so Drew, the producer, mastermind on the laptop here, did his engineering thing. Ran into the booth, I laid down what I had to lay down, and we just started vibing to the whole track immediately afterwards. And then we had to let the people in on what was going on. So I even went live after the song was completed, and I think I said something along the lines of, "Man, fully authorized." Yeah.
So at that point, you got the authorization, or was it that the song was recorded and then he said, okay, this is good, I'm going to authorize it? You were authorized before?
I was authorized before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even know that there was a demo out. Actually, the intro I recorded was on the old beat. Yeah. I didn't know that there was a demo out.
Okay.
So when he said to me, send a demo, I told him, send the beat to my email. He sent the beat. I took the beat to the studio here, and I got to work, and then we said, all right, let's let the people know that fully authorized right now.
Okay.
And then that was it.
And then the video came after, of course. How did the video come about? Was Russian a part of it?
Yeah. That was his whole.
And where was the video done, actually?
In New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you surprised? I mean, okay, so you know that you've been getting the love, and people are just like, I love this song and stuff like that. But fast forward a couple of days later, and you're like the #1 trending artist on YouTube in Jamaica with this song. Were you expecting that? I know you felt the love, but were you expecting this kind of thing?
No. I mean, I know I've been doing this for a while. We all know this. I've been doing this for a while. But I never expected this to blow up so quickly. It's frankly astonishing to me. But I mean, I guess when the people want what they want, they really show you that they want what they want. So it's definitely a wonderful feeling to know that more people now are recognizing the talent and they're fully endorsing it. So it really makes me feel a special way, and it kind of motivates me, makes me want to do more and deliver even greater musical projects than what Dirty Money, or rather Continent, is.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last time you spoke, when you were speaking to Winford spoke to you about music and its ability to sometimes pull you away from other things you're doing. Because when you spoke to us, you were talking about doing school. I know you're still in school now. The last time you were on the show, it was more like a buzz. You know, you got a buzz. You were doing your videos online, and people started to see the talent. But this now is a whole other level. You have a literal hit song that millions of people are singing and stuff like that. Do you feel now that you're going to be pulled out of what you're focusing now on, which is school?
Let's just say the burden is great right now.
You're getting the calls, right?
Yeah. They're flooding it. I feel like I'm in the days of Noah's flood right now. That's how I'm feeling. So the pressure is really on, and I'm bearing the burden. But right now, my focus is finishing undergrad right now, because yes, I'm a bit of an idealist when it comes on to the academics and music, but I have a plan of action going forward, and I'm doing my very best to take the blessings that I'm getting now, but making sure that they're pouring in such a way, they're pouring down in such a way that everything is falling into place for me, so I can go full speed ahead. So I collect the degree, and then I'm doing what I'm doing with the music. And then who knows, go back to school after that. So
where are some of the calls coming from?
All across the United States, for example, Florida. I've been getting calls for Connecticut, Atlanta, etc., etc. I've been getting calls for Canada, Bahamas, St. Martin, all sorts of places.
Talk about the continent.
Yeah, man. One continent, boss, in here done no thing already. So they're pouring in. They're pouring in. It's happening, and I'm grateful for it.
Okay.
And I see this song and many others taking me great places.
Yes.
Yeah, I really do believe that. And I have to say it if I haven't said it before. I can't do it alone. It's me and the people. And I would have never gotten here if it wasn't for the support of the people. Yes. The people are the ones who have made this what I would consider a historic accomplishment, especially for me in my career. They are the ones that have made this possible now. Yes. So it's always me and them. It's a yin and yang kind of process, and I'm really grateful for it.
What's in the works now for the immediate future?
Let's just say I'll be popping up in some unexpected places. Ladies especially, get ready to witness the Continent Boss live in action. Yes, you don't want to miss it. With all of us combined, greater heights can be reached. I just want to say thank you to everyone that has been rocking with me since day one. People in the flanker, people in the straw market, they know themselves. And just people across the world in general. All the producers and artists who they've recognized my talent, and they've seen it fit to give me a platform, whether it's a stage for the Dapper Wagwan, it's a Vegas Wagwan, acting, work on something, and no worry, ladies, it's on its way. Here's what I say, just to name a few people. I'm just so grateful for it. So grateful.
Okay, thank you, Nigy. Once again, I mean, a huge congratulations. This must be the best time of your life. Congrats.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me.